when you were even more of a strapping young lad than you are now, when you were first getting into organizing and all that stuff, like what was the news landscape like with Israel? Like, was it still the same kind of like fuck them, Palestinians are just animals?
Oh yeah, it was exactly the same as you see today.
Right.
So when I first became politically conscious, you would see, let's see, the first big breakout when I was younger would have been 2004, which was in the midst of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. So everything that had to do with Islam at that time was demonized as shit. Like, the propaganda today is different. We've lived through that war on terror phase and seen the contradictions of it, and sort of lived through, and a lot of us have gained some class consciousness and gained, or at least started to question matters, right? Like even a lot of the working class in the States these days, like, most of us agree that all of those military actions in the first decade of the new millennium were bad, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't benefit from that. Like, I can go out into my area and talk to a Trumper, someone who loved Obama, someone who voted for Biden, and someone who is like me, and they're all going to pretty much agree on that point, except the further up in the class strata you go. If I start talking to a Trump supporter that owns a small business, they're not going to really have. They're going to be sort of. It's like Lenin said: the petty bourgeoisie are the most patriotic people, because they're sort of entrenched in the state. The state is part of them, and they have less international relations. So the higher in strata you gain in the class system, the more you'll find these people that are really just gung-ho for war, things like that. So as I've rambled on, yes, the propaganda when I first became politically aware was even worse than it was today, and it worked even more because we had just been attacked in 9/11.